Am I the a-hole for dropping out of being my step-sister's bridesmaid after she chose an awful dress for me and pretty dresses for her friends? To give some background context first, my step-sister and I were raised together from toddlers to be sisters, not stepsisters. Our parents met when I was 20 months old, and she was almost 3. My dad had custody of me and her mom had custody of her. We never knew another family, so everyone saw us as siblings, and we were treated like we were. Something I was aware of, even when we were kids, is that she'd call herself an only child and say she had no siblings. That was mostly a school and with friends thing. She never said it around our family, but I always felt like she didn't see me as her sibling. We never had a closer relationship, and the other siblings I grew up seeing had good and bad in their relationships. I never knew any that were always distant. As an adult, of course, I know not all siblings are close and get along, so maybe I shouldn't read into it too much, but I often suspected the step mattered in why she was that way. I remember she was always willing to help younger cousins look cute, and she'd do makeovers for her friends' younger siblings. Sometimes I'd even hear her say she'd love a little sister. But she never did those things with me. A few times I asked and she started grumbling, and I left it. I had learned to accept we would never be close by the time I reached like 13-14s. Which is why I was surprised when she asked me to be her bridesmaid. So I wasn't asked to be her maid of honor, and I wasn't her only bridesmaid. She had 8 of us. The others were her friends. I did notice I found out everything later than the others about stuff she wanted us to do. I didn't get invited to look at wedding dresses with the rest of the bridesmaids. But I was included when she went shopping for jewelry for the bridesmaids. We were all there. Then we had 2 days of bridesmaids dress shopping. The first store she liked nothing. But I remember feeling awkward because she had focused more on what she wanted for the others' dresses. Then the second day was successful. Only I figured out immediately that she was trying the others in these really cute dresses, and I was getting dresses that either did not flatter me and my body or weren't pretty. I should mention now that we were all going to wear different dresses and different colors. She wanted that. The other girls all loved what they were trying on, and I thought all the others looked so nice. But I hated everything she tried on me, and I felt like they got worse on me as we went on. I did speak up a couple of times because the others did. She listened to them, but not me. I pulled her aside before we finished and asked her if there was anything else she liked for me to try on because I felt like the other girls had nicer dresses. She told me it wasn't my wedding, and I was meant to do what she wanted. I told her I understood, but she was okay with hearing out the others. She walked away from me and went back to them. I was texting my boyfriend, and he said the dress wasn't very flattering on me. Even the lady who was helping us said the dress could be tailored to better fit my body if I wanted to try that. But I saw it as a sign that I wasn't really wanted, and she was using it as a chance to make me feel less than. So I got changed and went back out to her and said I wasn't working out as a bridesmaid and she could find someone else. She didn't try to stop me, but she went to our family and they were asking why I do that, and they told me it seemed silly to step down over a dress and that we're sisters, and this is special. I told them it was about more than just the dress, but she was always careful to hide the other stuff from them. So now they think I'm a-hole. I'm doubting myself now. But I did show some others what she was dressing me in, and everyone says the same thing. And I showed what one of the other bridesmaids posted, and they see what I'm talking about. Plus my friends and boyfriend believe me about the history between us. I know our parents think I'm being sensitive and now overreacting. Am I the a-hole?